Spend the next 20 minutes feeding your brain with Formosa Fauna so you can learn all about the animal kingdom and be smarter than all of your friends. What better way to spend your commute or downtime? Every Friday is Formosa Fauna Friday. You are listening to the very first episode of this program, making your presence very special and important to me. I'll try my best to change the world by revolutionizing how we think of and interact with animals. Keep listening, and there will even be a limited time offer for you to win a package of goods from this show. I'm Tristan Hildebrand, the voice of Formosa Fauna. I grew up with dogs, cats, ferrets, birds, fish, frogs, rabbits, hamsters, you name it. I probably had it. I previously volunteered at my local zoo and later supported no-kill shelters through my university. I currently foster cats and help with TNR, trap, neuter, release, in my community. I love animals, love looking at them, petting them, spending time with them, but also talking about them and learning more about them, which is what we're going to do on the show. As this is the first episode, let me tell you a little bit about what the name of our program means. In 1517, a Portuguese ship sailed through the Taiwan Strait, recording the words Ilha Formosa, meaning beautiful island in Portuguese. The ship did not stop, and the Portuguese did not lay claim to the island. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, Formosa subsequently became the Western term for Taiwan. On many old maps and globes, you'll see Taiwan marked as Formosa, still to this day. It is quite the compliment, and one that I think complements Taiwan's lush, vast ecosystem. Fauna, if you're not familiar with the term, is often used in conjunction with flora. Flora and fauna is how we typically hear them used together when we talk about ecosystems and science. To simplify things, flora means the plants and fauna means the animals. The definition of fauna is the animals of a particular region, habitat, or geological period. Thus we have Formosa Fauna. I'm dedicating this episode to one kind of Taiwanese fauna, the leopard cat. While similar in size and weight to the domestic cat, leopard cats stand out due to their rounded ears, spotted patterns, and white splotches behind the ears. The leopard cat is the only surviving endemic cat species in Taiwan, with an estimated total population of less than 500. Leopard cats feed on a variety of small prey, including rodents, birds, insects, and reptiles. Their likeness can be found on packaging and products across the nation. For some, their likeness is just cute, but for many, the likeness is representative of Taiwan as a whole. According to the Global Environmental Education Partnership of the Asia-Pacific Regional Center, leopard cats are graded as a level 1 endangered species. With such few numbers, leopard cats could face extinction in Taiwan if people don't protect them with great effort. When I previously attended a leopard cat event, an attendee raised the question, why aren't we doing more to encourage them to produce offspring? To which the answer was, producing enough offspring isn't the problem. The problem is that the world they're born into isn't conducive to their survival. Unfortunately, humans are largely responsible for the environment that is not conducive to their survival. Leopard cats face a multitude of issues in this environment, including loss of habitats, deteriorating environment, roadkill, attacks from strayed cats or dogs, and harm from farmers for hunting their chickens. There are multiple ways that we as humans can help create a friendlier environment for leopard cats. Here are 6 of the many. First of all, don't abandon pets. Unfortunately, there is a sort of phenomena in Taiwan where some pet owners, when they feel like they can no longer take care of the pet, will relinquish the pet back to its natural environment. So they'll take the pet up to the mountains and release them in the forest. Unfortunately, this is not their natural environment, and as domesticated animals, they are not suited to live in that environment, and that environment is not suited to take them in. It's always a good idea to contact local animal shelters or post online to try to find a new home for the animal, try to rehome the animal or relinquish it to a shelter before you go out and release it into the wild. Diseases are also part of the issue that we are dealing with when it comes to releasing animals into the wild. Whether or not these cats and dogs have been vaccinated against the latest diseases, the most dangerous diseases, that does not mean that they cannot be a carrier to some of them. And as wild animals, leopard cats typically are not vaccinated to protect them against such diseases. They may also very well not have as strong of a natural biological defense against these diseases because the diseases come from a place that is not Taiwan. All right, that's just number 1 on the list of 6. So let's breeze through the rest of these. Number 2, don't purchase or raise wild animals. That's a given, right? That's a given. Number 3, report illegal hunting traps. We had just previously mentioned that some farmers will get irritated by leopard cats hunting their livestock or perhaps damaging their crops. And these farmers might not even know who's the culprit. They might think that they like leopard cats and they might be setting out traps thinking they'll catch something completely different. If you see illegal hunting traps, report illegal hunting traps. Number 4, slow down when driving on suburban roads to reduce roadkill incidents. Number 5, purchase and use environmentally friendly products. And number 6, if you see a captured or injured leopard cat, report it to a rescue unit. Signs have been erected in locations where roadkill incidents have occurred, especially in regions like Nantou in Taiwan, reminding drivers to stay alert and reduce speed to better react to sudden situations. Accidents happen though, and if you are ever in a situation where you have injured a leopard cat, calling it in to report it will only ensure that the animal gets treatment as soon as possible and will not hold you legally liable for anything. So be reminded, it is always a good idea to report it and get the animal help. And get yourself some help too. Some leopard cats enjoy feeding on chickens, which doesn't make local farmers too happy. Fortunately, local organizations offer these farmers a free service where they will build an enclosure around the chickens to protect them, which will encourage the leopard cats to go find other sources of food. A win-win for both the leopard cats and the farmers. You may also find leopard cat organic bananas at the supermarket chain Carrefour in Taiwan, with a sticker and slogan of "Friendly to leopard cats." It had me wondering, do these felines eat bananas? No. However, the farmland used to produce the bananas is valuable real estate for leopard cats and their environment, so adapting the farmland to abide by regulations allows for a larger habitat. Honestly, I found it fascinating to learn about the whole thing, because the farmers tend to think that allowing other plants and grasses and weeds to grow in around their crops will somehow suck the nutrients from those crops. So they tend to mow those grasses very short or treat them with pesticides, etc. Not only do these leopard cat friendly farmers grow organically, they also let the grasses grow in around their crops, which gives a habitat for actually some of the prey of the leopard cats that could be mice or other little rodents, snakes perhaps, allowing them to feed on more prey without having their overall habitat broken up by these various farm plots. I would love to talk all day about the round-eared, adorable leopard cats, but we have more to talk about today. July 19th to the 21st, there will be an event in Taipei called Conservation Leads the Way, allowing native life to find its proper place, nearby Yuanshan Station. I'm sure this won't be the last time we will talk about leopard cats, but still consider attending if you want to learn more about leopard cats and other Taiwanese endemic species. I will certainly be attending and hope to see you there. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. How would you like to have a box of goodies sent to you by me personally just for sharing a cute photo and story about an animal or pet? I bought them all with my own money, okay? Let me tell you what is going to go inside the box, and then I'll tell you how you might get a chance to win it, okay? First of all, this is not everything that's going in the box. Some of it is still in the mail and is just as exciting, but this is a good start, okay? First off, we have possibly the most enticing thing. It is a Taiwanese black bear, Formosa black bear plushie. It looks like a black bear. It is a plushie that is about 1 forearm's length long, and it is complete with the white V on the chest. Some people call it the Victory V. And this plushie, you turn it around, it even has an orange cape on. You can't make this up. It is so cute. This is actually O-Bear. It is the official mascot of tourism in Taiwan. And so you'll see the T for Taiwan on his belly. Very cute, but also very practical. I did not know this was possible, but if you unzip the zipper hiding behind the cape on his back, he will flip out and turn into a neck pillow. Seriously, I kid you not. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think that physics would allow for this adorable plushy bear to turn into a supportive, soft, not lumpy neck pillow, but somehow they've done it. Somehow science has broken the laws of physics to create this plushy neck pillow, and my only regret with purchasing this is that I didn't get like 5. One for me, one for coworkers, one for my friends, my families. It is so cute and so practical. Can you just imagine going on the airplane with your little bear, and then the people who check your tickets say, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me, sir, you're only allowed 2 carry-ons, so the bear is gonna need to go in something. And then you whip it out, you perform the magic trick, and you put it around your neck. Extra cute. So adorable. I love it. But that is obviously not all that's in the box. I also picked out some Taiwanese dried fruits with leopard cats on the packaging. I had to do that because we talked about leopard cats today. Also very adorable, but tasty as well, and somewhat healthy. I also picked out a package of vegetarian noodles. That way it's easy to send internationally if I need to. And what package from Taiwan would be complete without some Taiwanese tea? There is more going in the box, and those things I think are almost just as exciting, okay, as the O-Bear neck pillow, right? So stay tuned. But let's get to the part where I tell you why I'm doing this and how you might be able to win the package. As part of Formosa Fauna, I'm hoping to hear stories from listeners about your own interactions with your pets and beyond other animals. I want to see pictures, and I want to hear all about the cute or mischievous things that they do. So send me pictures and send me stories. They can become a regular part of our show. At any point in time, you are welcome to send stories and photos. You may do so by email as well. But for this little goodie box, I want snail mail. That's right, I want physical letters. The first person whose letter and picture arrives at Radio Taiwan International will win this box of goodies put together and sent by me personally. The address for our Taipei, Taiwan building can be located online pretty easily, or you can write this down. Address that letter to Formosa Fauna, Radio Taiwan International, number 55, Bei An Road. That's number 55, BEI-AN Road, Zhongshan District, Taipei. That's ZHONGSHAN District, Taipei. And for the country, put Taiwan in parentheses ROC. If you need the postal code, that's 104237. If you didn't get all that, that is no problem. Remember, that address is easily locatable online. Just look for the number 55 Bei'an Road in Taipei, Taiwan. So remember, I want words and a picture. If you don't have access to a printer, that's okay. You can draw me an animal. You can draw it very well, very poorly, whatever. Do your best though. If you're not sure what kind of a story to share, how about I give you an example? I can tell you about my foster kitty, Tingyin. Tingyin is a female cat who I met when she was about 4 months old. At 4 months old, she was as feral as she could be, meaning she was a wild cat. She wasn't very domesticated and had not spent any good time around humans, so her only interactions with people were very negative. So she was naturally very distrusting of and kind of standoffish towards humans. And I was tasked with training her to like people, basically. And at 4 months old, that was a very hard task, and it tested my patience, and it tested me as a person, and put me through a lot of trials and tribulations, and made me doubt my choices. But after several months of giving her my all and sticking with it, there was this one moment, this one day, when she came out of her cage and she sat next to me on the couch and she fell asleep. And I felt like that was her saying, okay, I'll give you a try. I'll trust you enough that I can sleep next to you. Okay. And then after that, oh boy, fast forward to now, she is one of the clingiest cats I've ever seen. To let you visualize what she looks like, you can picture a regular house cat sized cat, but a little bit smaller. And for some reason, her torso is also rather short. So it's like she's missing a couple of vertebrae or something. She's just kind of short, and it makes her look very cute. She's a mixed cat, so she's not any specific breed. She came in off the streets, so she's just about as mixed as they come. And she has what I think in English I would call a Pikachu tail. So it's kinked genetically and not due to any injuries. Tingyin does this thing when she gets into a comfortable position where she'll smack her lips a little bit. So if you think of a cat getting ready to lay down, might spin in a couple circles, lay down a bit, adjust the shoulders, whatnot, and then she'll go, and then she'll stay in place. It is very cute and just a random thing that I haven't seen any of my other cats do before. And she also has this cute characteristic about her, which is a little bit quirky. Whenever she yawns, she likes to meow through the whole yawn, so it sounds kind of like a human yawn, if that makes sense. You can imagine it. I'm not gonna imitate it here. Yeah, it's very adorable. And that's all I have to share with you about Tingyin today. So that was my story. What do you think? It's very simple, nothing too special. It doesn't have to be the heroic tale of the best animal in the world. It can just be something that means a lot to you and what you think is cute or what you think is frustrating. Heck, maybe I can even answer some of your questions. Whatever you want to share, I'm all ears. And don't forget the picture. Listeners in Taiwan have a slight advantage due to the distance, but if I am to receive an international letter postmarked before the first one I receive from Taiwan, if the first one I receive is from Taiwan, I might just create another box, so don't feel discouraged. I do want everybody to feel like they have a fair chance as long as they get to the post office ASAP. And if you send your letter and it is not the first to get here, I will still open it. I will still read it. If not directly on here, then on the RTI English YouTube channel. So it will not be a letter wasted, and it's something that I will enjoy reading and sharing with our audience. Again, at any point in time, you're welcome to send emails, any point in time. Write that email to tristan@rti.org.tw. That is tristan@rti.org.tw. But it will not be part of this little contest if you send an email. We can talk a little bit about current events before we go. In animal news, recently a college student in Taiwan eating at the sushi chain Sushi Roll put their pet leopard gecko on a restaurant plate and took a picture for their Instagram story. The story caused uproar online, with many netizens claiming it's unsanitary to do so, but also some who commented that as long as the restaurant cleans the tableware as they should, it shouldn't be a problem. What do you think? In other global animal news, Tasmania is enticing winter tourists with their, in quotations, odd jobs initiative. In the BBC article, it says paranormal investigator, wombat walker, and stargazer are among the 10 jobs being advertised. The paranormal investigator will pick up paranormal activity using, in quotations, the latest ghost hunting equipment, end quotations, at Willicourt, one of Australia's oldest asylums. Sounds spooky to me. Another important role, called oyster organizer, entails sorting, cleaning, and categorizing oysters freshly harvested from the Great Oyster Bay. Tourism Tasmania claims part of this role includes taste testing, which is purely for quality control. While quirky and unique, unfortunately only Australian residents are eligible to apply, so for the rest of us from the rest of the world, better luck next time. That's about all we have for today. Making it to the end of an episode makes you a Formosa Fauna friend. It's not gross, it's cute. See you next time for Formosa Fauna Fridays here on Radio Taiwan International.